Today, I would like to share with you a story. A typical story of the pains what a cancer survivor goes through and the struggles which he or she has to go through lifelong. Life is never a smooth ride in such cases. Instead, it's a life full of challenges and problems. Bear in mind, this is a true story of a regular, normal guy who has not consumed alcohol or smoked before in his life. There was a time when his voice could carry over a crowd without effort. A time when a single note from him could quiet a noisy room or bring people closer just to listen. He wasn't just a good singer, he was the singer, the star of the show wherever he went. At work, as a consultant, that same voice carried confidence. It explained ideas, won over clients, and built trust. And outside work, it was his connection to the world, to friends, family, strangers at parties. But then, life changed. It began with a diagnosis: larynx cancer. The tumor sat right above his vocal cord. The surgery was necessary, urgent, and successful in saving his life. But in the process, one vocal cord had to be cut away. No one warns you how much of yourself can be tied to something as small as a vocal cord. No one warns you that even when you're still here, a part of your old life can be gone. Narrator, slower pace. Now, speaking is no longer automatic. The voice that once flowed freely now comes in short bursts, each word shaped carefully, each sentence measured. When he talks, he needs more air, more effort, and sometimes that effort shows in the pauses he takes. In meetings, it's the hardest. As a consultant, he still needs to lead discussions, explain ideas, guide clients. But long calls or presentations can leave his head heavy, his throat aching. There are moments when he feels the fatigue creep in, and he wonders, will my voice hold out until the end? Social life has shifted too. At a party, the music thumps, glasses clink, laughter rings out. He joins a group of friends ready to tell a story, but halfway through, someone leans in and says, "Sorry, what was that?" The noise around him swallows his words. It's not their fault, but each time it's a small reminder that his voice isn't what it used to be. So he listens more, talks less, smiles when others speak, even though inside he wishes he could jump into the conversation without hesitation. The physical challenges are obvious: the breath control, the huskiness, the loss of volume. But the mental ones, they're heavier. There's the frustration of knowing what he wants to say, but holding back because he's not sure people will hear him. The quiet grief of remembering the songs he once sang effortlessly, now replaced by a struggle for every note. The constant mental calculation. How long can I talk today? Should I save my voice for work? Is this conversation worth the strain? These thoughts are invisible to others, but they're his companions every single day. And yet, he moves forward. He adapts. He's learned to pace himself, to let silence work in his favor, to use shorter sentences. He's learned the value of resting his voice, not as a weakness, but as a strategy. He may have lost the sound of his old voice, but he hasn't lost his will to be heard. Even if the world hears him differently now, the person behind the voice is still the same. Still determined, still present, still fighting. One word, one breath, one conversation at a time. Despite the challenges, he hasn't given up on what he loves. Though his voice is different now, husky, softer, sometimes shaky, he still sings. Maybe not the way he used to, but he sings, with heart. And when he can't sing, he helps others find their voice, guiding and encouraging them to reach their best. Meetings are still hard, but he faces them head-on. No longer embarrassed or self-conscious about his voice, he carries a portable microphone and speaker so everyone can hear loud and clear. His confidence is louder than any huskiness. His closest friends and family stand by him, supporting him through every difficult day, reminding him he's never alone in this fight. It's not about sitting back and crying over spilled beans. It's about wiping your tears, standing tall, and meeting each new day with courage, ready to face whatever comes with a fresh, brave face. Because life changes, but the strength to live it fully doesn't fade. It grows.